A healthy fear of God, as defined biblically, involves a deep respect, reverence, and awe for God's holiness, authority, and love. Here are key aspects and scriptural references. Reverence and awe. Healthy fear involves recognizing God's greatness and holiness, leading to humility and admiration. Scriptural basis. Psalm 111:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All who follow his precepts have good understanding. This verse highlights that fearing God begins with acknowledging his sovereignty and power. 2. Understanding God's holiness. Acknowledging God's purity and perfection, which is a recognition of our own sinfulness. Isaiah 6:1-5. Isaiah's vision of God in his holiness leads him to cry out, "Woe to me! I am ruined." This shows a realization of God's holiness and the response of fear. 3. Awareness of accountability. Understanding that our actions have consequences and that we will ultimately be accountable to God. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment. This highlights the need to live according to God's standards. 4. Motivation for obedience. Healthy fear motivates believers to obey God, not out of mere obligation, but from love and respect. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask of you but to fear the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul? This illustrates that fear leads to love and obedience. 5. Trust in God's goodness. A deep trust in God's character and a recognition of his goodness. Psalm 103:13. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. For he knows how we are formed. He remembers that we are dust. This emphasizes that fearing God does not negate his love, but enhances our understanding of his compassionate nature. 6. Intimate relationship. A healthy fear of God develops a closer relationship with him, characterized by love, trust, and respect. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 26. In the fear of the Lord, there is strong confidence, and his children will have a place of refuge. This verse indicates that true fear of God leads to security and closeness in relationship. 7. Transformational effect. Healthy fear results in personal transformation, leading to a life that reflects God's character and values. 2 Corinthians 7:1. Therefore, since we have these promises, dear friends, let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of reverence for God. This highlights the transformative impact of fearing God on one's life. Summary. A healthy fear of God is characterized by a deep reverence for his holiness, an awareness of accountability, motivation for obedience, trust in his goodness, and intimate relationship, and a transformative effect on one's life. This fear invites believers into a deeper, more trusting faith that recognizes God's glorious character while being grounded in love and trust. Through this lens, the fear of God becomes not merely an obligation, but an engaging aspect of the believer's relationship with him.